It's the largest democratic exercise in the world. 970 million eligible voters, 2,600 political parties, and one likely winner. Rallies like these are taking place all over India in the lead up to the general election. But few politicians get the kind of welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi does. I'm on the BJP's campaign trail here in the northern Indian state of Uttar Pradesh. The excitement and passion here is like nothing I've seen so far in this election. There are thousands of people here in sweltering heat, rushing, jumping over fences, just to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister. He's vying to win a third consecutive term in power. And here, in Modi country, it feels like he's going to get it.
ये परमात्मा के भेजे हुए खास में खास है। मोदी जी को तो लोग पूजा करते हैं। अरे मोदी जी के लिए तो हम अपनी जान भी आगे
ये तो बस मोदी चाहिए और मैम बाकी के ये तो बकवास है, बाकी के और कोई नहीं। मोदी आया जब से हमारा देश सुधरने लगा है, वरना पहले गुंडागर्दी बहुत ज़्यादा चलती थी। जब से मोदी आया तब से ही।
But elections, which take place every 5 years, are a long, drawn-out process.
There has been a lot of effort to try to make sure that the election exercise at the polling booth, at the precinct level, is as fair as possible.
That is a mammoth task. Votes are cast from the Himalayan peaks in the north, coastal cities in the south, deserts of the west and jungles of the east. There are 7 phases that last 6 weeks, and we've just finished the third phase. Results are expected June 4th. Prime Minister Modi and his Bharatiya Janata Party, or the BJP, are leading in the polls.
Last 10 years, we worked relentlessly to make India as a strong nation, both as economic power and in terms of the global community.
Political analysts say Mr. Modi projects himself as a decisive leader who has delivered sound economic policies.
Modi is sort of the first 24/7 campaigning prime minister, right? A large part of what Prime Minister Modi represents is somebody who is constantly trying to build a direct connection with the voter.
पिछले 10 साल स्टेबिलिटी के कारण देश को बहुत फायदा हुआ है और हर नागरिक को अपने वोट की ताकत समझ में आई है कि मेरे वोट की ताकत है कि मेरा घर का टॉयलेट बनता है, मेरे वोट की ताकत है कि गरीब को खाना मिलता है, मेरे वोट की ताकत है कि गरीब को दवाई मिल रही है.
Prime Minister Modi has been very effective in branding that kind of delivery in his own image.
Mr. Modi's main opposition is the Congress Party, which has dominated Indian politics since independence in 1947. Their leader, Rahul Gandhi, is the scion of a dynasty that gave the country 3 prime ministers: his father, grandmother, and great-grandfather.
This election is about those who are trying to destroy the Constitution and destroy democracy in this country versus those who are trying to protect the Constitution.
But it's a much weaker party than it once was. It's now part of a coalition headed by regional heavyweights who want to unseat the PM. It's called the Indian National Developmental Inclusive Alliance. They're yet to pick a leader as they focus their efforts on the campaign.
We believe that there must be freedom of faith and religion. We believe that people should not be targeted on the basis of their identity. We believe that India is a socialist country and it is the job of the state to ensure that people are not destitute, that farmers don't go bankrupt, that people have jobs at the end of the day. This is what unites us.
Mr. Modi and the BJP's time in power has been marked by their focus on a Hindu nationalist agenda, one that critics say has fueled violence against India's religious minorities.
In the last 10 years, India's social fabric has gone for a toss completely. You will see the rise of extreme majoritarian communal politics that has taken grip all across India. You've had incidents of mob lynching where Muslim men have been lynched by mobs from Hindu, and I don't call them fringe groups anymore because they're now the mainstream under the protection of the ruling party, BJP.
BJP spokesman Syed Zafar Islam says the party doesn't discriminate.
No, Muslim community is not upset. All these welfare schemes has benefited the Muslim community. I strongly feel that Congress had done nothing for Muslim community but to ensure that they are a frightened lot and they are used as a captive vote bank.
But the Prime Minister faces a challenge. A decade is a long time in politics.
10 साल बहुत होते हैं, अब चल नहीं जाना चाहिए, कारोबार चल नहीं रहा है, आप क्या कहते हैं मोदी जी को देखें या पेट को देखें?
यही चेंजिंग चाहते हैं कि बस इसका नाम क्या है, शांति अमन चैन होवे और सस्ताई होवे, महंगाई होते, हाँ बस यही होना चाहिए.
However, infighting, a scattered agenda and a crackdown by state agencies have hampered the coalition opposition's efforts to gain traction.
We have seen the jailing of 2 standing chief ministers, one in Delhi and one in the state of Jharkhand, right? So, because so much of the challenge to the BJP at this point can come from regional actors,
it's seen as a conspiracy by the Modi government, who has also been accused of using state agencies to freeze the Congress party's bank accounts to hinder their campaign. The BJP only need to secure 272 of the 543 seats in the lower house, but they're aiming for 370 and 400 with their allies.
to win 370 seats or 400 plus out of 543 seats in Parliament would be a massive victory. It's a victory that we've not, on the scale of something that we've not seen for 40 years. That kind of ambition says a lot about where Prime Minister Modi and where the BJP wants to see itself in terms of its role in the history of the country.